is buying a home in British Columbia, does that still make financial sense? Because we know that obviously rents are going down, but at this moment in time, if you're a buyer, should you get in there or should you maybe wait?
I think that the reality is, I think if you look at it from like a price to rent ratio, I think renting financially technically makes more sense.
Okay.
I think the reality is when you're renting, most people don't actually, invest the difference, right? If it's cheaper for you to rent, let's say it's $3,000 a month to rent, but to own it is $4,000 with the cost of maintenance and all that stuff. I think the reality is people don't actually save that extra $1,000 and invest it.
Right.
So I think that home ownership still is a vehicle for long-term wealth because it is forced savings, right? You're paying down your mortgage every single month. And I think that typically speaking, you'll get some price appreciation over a long enough time horizon. I think ultimately over the last 4 to 5 years, we've seen no price growth.
There is a lot of cost associated with home ownership, though, property taxes, maintenance, things that you wouldn't have to pay for if you were renting, right? So if you were investing whatever that cost differential is, it does make sense in a maybe short term or medium term.
Yeah, I think, if you take your down payment, let's say your down payment's $200,000, you invest that in the market, you're saving another $1,000, $1,500 a month in your monthly carrying cost. If you take that $1,500, invest it in the market, start earning, whatever, 6, 7, 8%. Obviously, in theory, I think that you'd do quite well. I think the reality is I don't think a lot of people do that. I think it takes a little bit of
Discipline.
Yeah. And I think that most people don't have discipline.
Yeah.
So I think that home ownership obviously is proven to be a wealth generator, even though, like you said, it does have a lot of cost. I don't think people really put into their spreadsheets. Do you know what I mean? Like the cost of replacing a roof, windows, furnaces break down. So the cost of home ownership, it is expensive.